So Vicky and I decided we'd get together and let you know why we've decided to put together our brand new course. It's our first time working together, and we've created something that's dear to our hearts. I think we've been having conversations around chronic health. We're both very interested in health. We have been for years and years and years, and found that out coincidentally that we both got this in common. And over the time that we've known each other, we often converse. And one day recently, we'd been talking about what we'd really love to do, what we'd really love to create, and the seed of an idea started. And yeah, we thought, well, why don't we just put something together and see what happens? And as we were speaking, and we often talk about what we've seen recently, what insights we've had around health, and the word invisible kept popping out for both of us. Like, I hadn't seen that before. It's invisible to me. I hadn't seen this before. It was invisible to me. And as we were talking about creating this course, it was like, that's really interesting, isn't it? And we've both got gut health issues in common. So we've put together a course called The Invisibles of Gut Health. And so I'm going to hand over to you, Vicky. You can talk a little bit more about what else happened next.
Yeah, well, I had been mulling over this idea of creating something to support people with gut health issues. Like you said, Sheela, it's something that's been, an ongoing issue for me for the last sort of 20 odd years. Same for you, isn't it? And I've seen so much about it that I wanted to create something to share that would help people, I guess, to have a different experience of their own gut health issues. And, what I have seen over the last few years is actually a huge shift and a huge transformation from spending every moment of my day thinking about what I was going to eat, how I was going to get food if I was out, how I was going to talk to people about what food I could and couldn't eat, everything being focused on food and how my body would respond to it, to just not really ever having a thought about food, which is massive.
It is.
And it was down to discovering what was completely invisible to me. And that thing that was totally invisible to me was how much my thought was impacting my physical health. Yeah. And I think what's really important, I guess, to say here is that I don't try and change my thinking. Like, it's not I haven't started doing mantras every morning and sort of trying to alter how I think. I've just seen the impact that thought has on my health, on my physical body.
Yeah, like you say, that's a really important point of what we're up to in this program. Is we're not offering any type of techniques or strategies or new ways of dealing with symptoms. What we're offering is a space for exploration for people to come in, and in my mind, it's a really safe, non-judgmental place to explore, to play, to connect with other people on the same journey, and to really see as much as we can about what health is, what health isn't, and as you said, how to have a much gentler experience, because that's been the outcome for both of us, hasn't it? That, like, having a much gentler experience of symptoms, whatever the label is of the disease that or syndrome that's going on for you at the moment. It's how do we live peacefully? How do we live gently? How do we live gracefully, regardless of symptoms? So we're not saying, we're actually pointing in a different direction of fixing anything, aren't we? It's we're not saying that won't happen, because we have, and that's the sort of we don't know what's going to happen. And that's that's exciting, and it's hopeful, and it's full of potential, absolutely full of potential. And the more that we keep looking in the direction of not knowing, and that's one of the invisibles for me that has been in the way, is the idea of needing to know everything and needing to control. So yeah, I think given that we want to just do some brief short videos for people to get an idea of what we're up to, we're going to be doing more of these. If you want to find out more about the course, then we're going to post links below these videos. We begin mid-November, and it will be for 5 weeks. It's quite gentle. It's all about being gentle and being kind to ourselves. So yeah, we'd love to have you join us.
We definitely would. I hope to see you there.